Hey, out. I'm trying to put away records. Right. Good morning. Welcome. I would like to say it's another early morning show, but this is like the not quite so early morning show. I slept in till it was after 4:30, so this is coming out a little bit later today. Sorry about that. For those of you that like to get up at 6 o'clock to see, hey, it's probably not there yet. I don't know. It depends how fast it downloads. But we're still glad to be here. Got some cool stuff. We had these storms kind of blow through last night. I mean, it was one of the most incredible lightning storms I've ever seen. About 1 o'clock last night. Cats just freaking, just yowling. Won't even come to the bed. Just doesn't even want to be touched. Leave him alone. Just yowling. It was so intense. Yeah. And speaking of storms, best to those down south, especially Louisiana, area, that hurricane and that coming through. Just this weather, crazy weather keeps coming. I mean, it has been wet. Detroit's been getting flooded all over the place. Up around here, they keep having flood warnings. Not necessarily my town, but here. So here's Cat. Cat says hi, and can we sit, Cat? Can we sit? Can we sit? Yes, that's right. Meow. It's really wet out, and so I was kind of surprised you came in. I need to get going here. Want to have a seat? So at the beginning, you could see I added some new cabinets to my office for records, which means some office cabinets had to come out. And it isn't like I got a lot of room, but I did. See? Look at that. I added about... Those are, I added 8 bins, and notice the one goes way up to the ceiling now. 8, 9, so that's about 10 bins. Not too bad, huh? Yeah, get this. There we go. Up. All right. Yes, meow. Hey, if you don't like it, you don't have to stay, okay? Yeah. You don't have to stay. Okay, well, we want to show records. Hey, I got to show records, okay? Boy. So today, the introduction of, Van Gogh. Yes, I'm trying to drink my coffee. I'm going to drink out of Van Gogh's head. Brains. Van Gogh tastes pretty good. T-shirts. For those of you that won the T-shirts and you're going, was I just kidding you about it? No. I don't have them yet. I'm having a, someone I know is making them, and they're getting ready for a wedding celebration. They're just kind of running behind. They will come. They absolutely. Her normal supplier is out of the shirt, so she had to find them from someplace else. Yes, they do exist. They will exist. So you will get the T-shirts, and my mugs, first ones, I will be sending out Monday. So I know I've had some requests for the mugs, and I don't I have a few of them. If I get more that are interested, I can send some more. I'll get them. So I'll get some more. All right. Are you done now? So let's begin with some records, huh? That's kind of that'd be fun. Let's do records. Come on, dude. This is why it's okay if Cat's outside. I know my views go up when Cat's here, but it's just hard to do anything, okay? There. Yeah, you were a crybaby last night. All right, we're going to begin with this. This is Reckless Eric. And Reckless Eric, it's the name of the album is Whole Wide World. This came out in 79. It's like a compilation. I cannot show. God bless it. All right, so Reckless Eric, he was born in 54. He is from England. And in 1977, he made one of the very best punk singles, in my opinions, called The Whole Wide World. It's on so many compilations, But where it really hit me, it was on the movie Stranger Than Fiction, a movie I've talked about a number of times because there's incredible music that came out of that movie with Will Ferrell. And Will Ferrell picks up this guitar and he starts trying to learn how to play it. And the song he's playing is Whole Wide World. And I mean, it's incredible. And so then he's playing this, just kind of strumming away. And then it breaks into Reckless's Eric's version. I got the whole wide world. I go the whole wide world just to find you. It was a wonderful song. And so that's on here. Now, he made that song in 1977. See you later, dude. All right. Hey. He made a guest appearance, but he's not getting paid a lot. I guess he wants a treat for this. So he was one of the original people to join Stiff Records. You think Ian Drury was an original. Nick Lowe was one of the originals. And on the song Whole Wide World, Nick Lowe plays bass and plays guitar. Well, the first records that Stiff Records put out was a compilation. The compilation was called A Bunch of Stiff Records. And on it, Whole Wide World. And people took to it. And they began to really like it. So, he did some 10-inchers. He was also a very, very tiny guy. Like Ian Drury, they are so small when you see them on pictures. Just tiny. So he was with Stiff Records. I mean, he never really had a hit after that. I mean, that was it. And it's a love song. A punk love song. So Sex Pistols are doing their thing about God Save the Queen, abortion, and all this kind of stuff. And he comes in with this love song. It's just gorgeous. In 1980, he wasn't happy with Stiff. He left. No one ever really picked him up. He put out some albums independently. He's still making music. His music is rock. There's new wave and there's punk. It developed. So this is just kind of a compilation of his music off Stiff Records. What he put out. Fun stuff. But I bought it for It's a Whole Wide World, which I'll play you a sample of. So excited. That is one of my all-time favorite songs. I was thinking about doing a video of my favorite songs. A lot of those albums are gone, obviously. And see, that always gets to be, I can still talk about them. I get it, but it's fun when you can show the album. Maybe my favorite songs that I still have in my collection. That could do that. So we'll see. But this, great stuff.
Caribbean Sea is blue. We've been in a tropical moonlit night because nobody's told about you. I go the whole wide world. 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 I'm out where they hide us. I go the whole wide world.
Then, this was fun. The Gories. House Rockin' is the name of this album. The Gories come out of Detroit. And they formed in 86, broke up in 93, reformed in 09. This is garage rock with a real big influence from the blues. The lead singer and guitarist is Mick Collins, and he's also from the Detroit band The Dirt Bombs, which is just another incredibly cool group, which I have to bring back in some of their music. I really, really like that. The group, the Gories. So where'd they get that name? Kind of different. There was a TV show, for those of you in the 60s, from the 60s. Remember, it was called Gidget. And Gidget, there was a band that came to play. I can't remember if it was at her house or some other place, but the name of the band was The Gories. And that's where they pulled their name from that band on Gidget. So on here, there is Mick plays lead guitar. On drums is Peggy O'Neill, and Dan Croha is on rhythm guitar and vocals, so there's no bass. Now, when this formed, though, Mick was the only person that knew how to play an instrument. The other two, nunca nada, nothing. So they had to learn. And you get this primitive feel. So you have this two guitar attack, and then these thumping tom-toms, just floor stomping tom-toms, which is Peggy O'Neill playing there. It is really, really cool. This is great stuff. You know, they even do Boogie Chillin' from John Lee Hooker, which is from Detroit also. So this is really, this is great stuff. Fun music on here. They did this album. This is the first album, did in 1989. There's no overdubs. There's no nothing. Hey man, I am not getting up for you. They did it in one take, and that was it. And here we go. We're done. You know, they didn't have any money. They were just trying to do this and get it out. So this is minimalism at its best, shall we call it. Do-it-yourself blues stomper. The Gories, house rock, and this is obviously is a reissue. Worth looking into if you like that kind of stuff. And, you know, hopefully you like that sample. Let's go. This was a Vinyl Me Please. Might have been a month, 2 months ago. Love the glare that we get from vinyl, from the Vinyl Me Please albums, but the Vinyl Me Please packaging is very, very nice. This is King Curtis, and the name of the album is Live at the Fillmore West. Isn't that nice picture in there? Pretty neat. King Curtis was born in 1934. And down in Texas, died in 1971. He was a jazz musician, but also rhythm and blues. In fact, he was more jazz, but he felt that the money was in rhythm and blues, and so he began to go more that route. Many of you, all of you probably know King Curtis. You know his sax, because on the song Aretha Franklin's Respect, the sax, King Curtis. On the song Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back, that's King Curtis playing that big sax solo on there. And he's played on the other hits too. But he also had a band. And his band, he did Respect for Aretha Franklin, and then his band was backing up Aretha. And in 1971, Aretha went and she put out the album Live at the Fillmore West. His band's playing behind it. But his band was also given a set. So they recorded Live at the Fillmore West. And it is just fun. It's just fun R&B, funky music. He had his one hit, Memphis Soul Stew's on here, Memphis Soul Stew, but then they just do a lot of different covers. Whiter Shade of Pale, whole lot of loves on here. Changes, Ode to Billy Joel, Mr. Bojangles, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours is on here. So it's these fun covers done in a kind of a funky way. You know, Booker T and the MGs had broken up. This was like the Stax band now coming up, you know, taking over and playing. And on here you can hear him talking about, okay, here's what we're going to do next. Here's where we're going to go. The thing is, after he recorded this, 1 week later he died. He was stabbed to death outside his brownstone apartment in New York City. Supposedly two drug addicts or whatever, dealer, they got into it. He was there, whether unwillingly or whatever, and he got stabbed to death and obviously died. So short life, short lived. But he did this document a week before he died. This is really good. This was just fun, funky, and his one song, Memphis Soul Stew, is incredible. And you're going to get a sample of that. It's what I'm going to play, but really great stuff. Well worth seeking out. Such a great thing. I forgot to mention, and I meant to do this at the start, but I received a couple records this week from some people, and I'm going to discuss them further as I listen to them and get them into the lineup. But I want to make sure that I just, call out and say thank you. And the first is Drew from Diamond Needles, and this isn't the first time he sent me some stuff. He is schooling me in my hip hop, okay, and I am, I've been working on this hip hop special I'm going to do. Special sounds like a TV, kind of like Christmas time. We're going to have a Christmas special. I'm going to have a hip hop special, but it's been really interesting, and so I'm working on this. And Drew goes, "Wait, I got another one I want to send you that I think would be really, really good." And I was going to go out try to, get some of these, but he sent me this, and it was just great. And it's J Dilla Donuts, and I did not know about this album. This is brand new to me, which it was just a fun listen. This is very, very good, and so I'm still digesting this one. So I've got to add that in, and pay some close attention so I can talk about this on hip hop. So Drew, very, very nice. And then from over in Denmark, a guy that I've since I've been in the VC, I've known, and new new sounds. Hold on a minute. Let me get. We're going to put you on pause just for 1 minute so I get the right name here. Jacob, I'm going to get you the right name. Okay. Back. New Sounds and Old. I had it right, but I wasn't sure. New Sounds and Old. He changed his channel name, and I just wanted to make sure I get it right. So Jacob from New Sounds and Old, and he sent me a reissue of this Baby Woodrose album, which is just one of my all-time favorite bands. Love this. And also the Tremo Beer Gut, which there's a great story that I will share when I show this on how Jacob got this. So I just wanted to quick say thank you to both of you for this, and we'll do a more in-depth talk about them. So I appreciate it. All right, moving on. How about a little world music? Well, not world, but Peruvian music. This is from Analog Africa. Manzanita y su conjunto. Fun stuff out of Peru. Bernardo Manzanita Hernandez. And he was born in 43, passed in 2007. Born poor. And he was actually born out on, he lived out on an old sugar plantation. But out there on the sugar plantation, he learned about music. And there was, they had Africans, even in Peru, cutting the sugar cane, cheap labor. And they would sing, and they would have these African rhythms they would bring in. But there was also then the Peruvian music, the Peruvian folk tunes, and it's stuck in his head. At age 12, he left home and went to Lima. Now, he had learned to play guitar. He's self-taught. Didn't really just figure it out. Got a guitar, let's just figure it out. And I guess you have a little extra time on your hand, you can do that kind of stuff. But man, oh man, that's tough. But at age 12, he left. Blows my mind. But that's what would happen, especially if you had large families. You were more of a hindrance there unless you were making money to bring in. Otherwise, if you left, the family wasn't a real big thing because it saved some money, quite honestly. So he went to Lima, and to start learning how to play guitar, and in Lima he began forming bands, and they were smaller bands. And at the time, what was popular was large bands. Large bands was the big thing in Peru. Well, he had these smaller ones that he was forming. But he began to get his chops, began to get things figured out. Now, and so his bands were heavy into African percussion. There was also then the Peruvian folk music, and there's a little Cuban. The thing is, a lot of the music was Cuban going on. When you think of sambas and rumbas were very, very popular, and he was trying to break away with that. And so what you get on this is this heavy feel of African percussion going on. Now, also coming up at that time, and this band, which I showed a few weeks back, Los Sacios, and these guys were were influenced more by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. His heavy influence was Santana. So that's the feel you got. This is a compilation mostly of the stuff that he did in the 70s. He had hits he had songs in the 60s, 70s. Most of these singles came off his 70s albums. So this was a lot of fun. This was very, very good. Good mix of just this hard driving congas and that happening. Great percussion, super good stuff. Really, really like this thing. Very, very nice. Well worth having. I forgot, that King Curtis, when I was talking about him, one thing I forgot to mention is he had a college scholarship. He was offered a college scholarship, but he said no because he wanted to go play with the Lionel Hampton Band. Isn't that something? That's what he did. All right, this is an all-time classic album. This is one of those great jazz albums, one of those jazz albums you should have. It's Wayne Shorter's Speak No Evil. Wayne Shorter was born in 1933. I think, gosh, didn't he just pass this year? It might have. I don't want to, I'm not sure. This album came out in 1966. When you think Wayne Shorter, obviously a sax player, but a composer. And kind of thinks, was he a better sax player or a better composer? He made great music, and on this is part of it. Now, in 1966, he had just joined the Miles Davis Band. And so on this album, he has Herbie Hancock playing and Ron Carter also. But then he has Elvin Jones and Freddie Hubbard on trumpet. And Freddie Hubbard just sounds incredible on this thing. This is 6 originals. All his stuff, which is cool with a jazz album. So often we're doing somebody else's stuff, some different standards, but these are originals. And this is complex music. And this is coming from me, complex music, okay? Hey, keep it simple, stupid. But it is, and it's like advanced hard bop modal type music with avant-garde put in there. Still extremely listenable, extremely good. It's great finger snapping. It has power, pop, fun. It's essential jazz. It's the best I could tell. And other people have showed this, but I'm going to give you a sample. The picture is of his first wife there, and the name escapes me. But he did divorce. He married another wife. He married another wife. He married another lady. I believe, though, she wound up dying in a plane crash. one of those TWA flights that crashed with one of his nieces. Kind of a tragic thing that happened. But I don't have all my fun facts on that there, but I'm pretty sure that was it. It has nothing to do with the music. Absolutely sleep. Just an incredible Wayne Shorter. If you ever need 2 albums from Wayne Shorter, it's Juju, I believe it came out right before this, and Speak No Evil are the two to get. So this is a reissue. It's the new reissue from Blue Note out there. Easy to find, easy to pick up. Great if you're newer to jazz. If you've been buying jazz, you have it. If you're newer to jazz and you don't, it is, you'll like it. Trust me. Trust me. That's coming from me. Final one today. The Jesters. Record Store Day. Oh my God, still showing Record Store Day. Hey, there's still more coming. Some of it I'm just going to put away on a beautiful blue. Don't really want to pull it out too much because I'll get it full of cat hair. Like my nice black shirt is now full of cat hair. You can't tell, cat is, there he is, saw the ear. Okay, so the Jesters. This is Jim Messina's group. Messina, born in 1947. Born in California, but he lived a lot of his childhood in Texas, but then came back to California. His father was a guitarist, so his father taught him guitar, and that's where he learned about this thing. And by age 5, he was playing guitar. Well, back in California, when he was 16, 1964, he put this out, The Dragsters, and it disappeared. I'm not sure if it even got released. Maybe it did. If it did, it really went dropped. But this was, he wanted to do surf rock because what was big? California, surf rock. How do you get chicks? Surf rock, especially ones wearing bikinis. So this was what he put out. He has a lot of originals on here, which is kind of neat. You know, you think a lot of times surf rock were copying other stuff. This is not Dick Dale. Nothing like that. It's good surf rock. It's not great surf rock, but it's good surf rock. It's still enjoyable. It's fun. Nice stuff. You know, obviously he went on into Buffalo Springfield, then Poco, then Loggins and Messina. You know, Jim Messina. But this is where it started as surf rock. Oh, fun. Good. I enjoy surf rock. This is something I can put on every day, you know, and just, you know, I really like it. I do really like Dick Dale, but you got to be in the mood. That's all. That's what we got. It was nice that Kat came in to be with us today. Very, very nice. Just to bother the piss out of me. Sorry, I mean, now it's the not so early morning show, but hey, I slept in a little bit. It was a big storm. I had to catch it. I watched it. I mean, God, it rained and thunder. So appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for watching as always and for lasting as long as you do. That's really cool of you. Have a great week. And I don't know. There's no doubt there'll be something midweek. I just got to figure it out yet. Bye.